I got distracted by the tip at the bottom of the screen saying that you could rename your adventurers. Interesting. Welcome back. We are us, and this. This is apparently only Act 1 of Yaengard. I have no idea how many acts there are, and no interest in really finding out aside from playing the game. As you can see on the right here, we are screwed. Oh, but of note is the fact that last time we left off, I decided to go ahead and try to get some more fights in, make everyone a little stronger. Hamlin is almost dead, wunderbar, and try to get some better gear. Immediately after that fight, we found ourselves face to face with the icon symbolizing that the story was going to continue and that we were going to end up fighting the boss again. I don't know what happened, but we are now faced with you can't see my mouse cursor, that's right. We find ourselves having to choose between normal fights and only normal fights. I assume the boss will be immediately after, which is unfortunate because Hamlin is going to die. Especially if they're outnumbered in this next fight. The undead stumble out from the farmstead. We've read this stuff before, so let's just get out. Let's just get this over with. Return the slab. I don't know what to do about Hamlin. Poor guy. If I put him on that cell, he dies. He said, doing it anyway. Return. I don't know why. I don't know why dealing with the undead makes me think about that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, but here we are. Hey, he got a destiny. Just what I was hoping would happen. Could have gone for the one at 16, but it's literally only a single point of difference. So he's got control ground for 2 turns? I guess that makes sense. Oh, so if you apply Storm to someone, anyone nearby that already has Storm gets hit. So I don't even have to focus the same target every turn. Frankly, I don't know what he's going to do in this fight. Guess I'll spend a focus and 4 to 6. Well, I did what I could. Hey, we like that. Let's have less of that one, though. Okay. And he got Destiny. Someone's smiling down on this guy. Oh. Oh, that's pretty good. Right, being crowded means you deal half damage. That's what was going on there. Ooh, critty crits. Of course. Yep. You're alone. With no one to help you. I think I'll use another one. And he got Destiny out of it. And then, nothing personal. Well, that went away. That's terrible. Less terrible. So we have Pulverize, Martial Weapon. Deal 100% damage to a nearby enemy, and with creativity, you stun them. Whereas we have a staff that we're going to be choosing because this armor is trash. So let's not even pretend that it's an option. This is bad, so we're just going to go on ahead and replace you. And so, our resident spellcaster now has 2 extra spells, for a grand total of 4. And yet this did not change, so it's still completely useless to us. Gotta like that. Anyway, let's read off the spells that we have access to now. Thanks to the Blazing Scepter of the Atan, we have Cross the Embers, dash to a tile within range, and with Creativity 40, inflict burning on all enemies in that tile. Interesting. And then we have Conflagrate. Deal 50% damage to an enemy within range with 30% critical strike chance. If they have 5 or more burning, deal 130% damage instead. So you want to use Cross the Embers to inflict 5 burning, and then walk out of the tile. That way you've got focus on your next turn. No, I don't think... No, you can attack and then walk away. So do we want the legs for anyone? I don't see this being useful for... Dang it, I can't select it to see what it'll do for his ability. And he relies too much on enemies being isolated. It's not good enough. What does Ancestry grant? Weapon and Ancestral Mastery plus additional start of turn Fortitude regen. So free damage mitigation. Doesn't really matter because what we've got coming up, what I assume is going to be coming up is, well, the end. Which means we're going to lose the staff she just got, which is a shame because it is a beaut. But if, on the off chance that we actually get the ability to, go to the inn, I'm going to go for it because we're going to be meeting the boss very soon, if not next. So I need Hamlin to be at full health. Anyone else could be low, but Hamlin has to be the one the enemies focus. For now, I don't know. I don't see how this could help us. Before we do anything, what does trading this to her get us? Let's see. Hamlin's main hand. Okay. What about his offhand? That's what we need more of. What did Hamlin get in exchange? It changed this. So, change this with Anastas's main hand. And now he can put himself on a tile with the enemy. I still like this maul, though. The pants would only give him an extra 6 HP, which isn't going to help him in his position. He's got... I don't know how much he's going to heal after this fight. So let's see what this does. Whirlwind. Deal damage to all enemies within this tile. Gain the damage dealt as Fortitude. Must be below 60% HP, as he is. But I also don't want to lose this. the trouble we went through to get these things. This one can go for certain. Either way. Oh, goodness, we can find an inn. Please and thank you. But if I go for an inn and these two result in me being able to heal us up, it's just going to make the fight tougher for no reason. So should we go for the inn or not? This could turn into combat, but this never will. We have to chance it, don't we? Okay. So, what were we doing? Right, we were dickering over whether or not to go with the... No, we're definitely going to the inn. And... So it appears that not immediately going into the fight with the boss reset us, so we're just having random encounters until the main quest encounter reappears. So does that mean you could just, if you feel like you're not ready and you've run into a main quest encounter, you could just restart the game and it'll let you keep adventuring? Because I could do this forever, except for the whole I can't heal thing, which is the main issue. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like I said, the encounter could turn into combat, or we could end up taking damage. But so, that could also happen in the skill challenge. If we're dealing with a chest, let's go with the skill challenge. I did not get to read that bit at the bottom about engaging enemies in melee combat. Anyway. Exhausted from your travels, you hear the refreshing sound of water. Ah, well, perfect place for a bit of rest or something refreshing to drink. Oh. Well, there's no point whatsoever. We're going to the inn, so we're going to get our rest there and then make everything much, much worse for ourselves. But I couldn't take the chance that this wouldn't turn into something that would let us heal. This heal would be good enough to get us to the boss fight. Well, through the boss fight without too much trouble, assuming we're even capable. Also, we're going to get another level out of this, so... Looty. Success. Naturally. You peer into the darkness. You spot something under the water. Is it just roots and leaves, or could it be a long-lost heirloom? I will say, though, it's level 6, unlike the one we threw away, which I think might have been level 2 or 3. So its damage is much higher, but that doesn't mean much. It's not going to do very much damage. Then again, it'll crit. It's... No. Just no. No, I like things the way I have them. You can keep your junk. So, Hamlin needs more of this. I don't remember what we were trying to do with Hamlin before. Something about creativity, but I'm tired of this guy getting bullied every time he gets into a fight. So if I give him intelligence, he gets armor. But if I go with ancestry, he gets damage mitigation. But it only lasts as long as it actually exists. Then it's just raw HP being whittled down. Whereas the armor, okay. So that's him. What about Anastas? More creativity. Wait, what's the other one? Stormbolt. Oh, no. You definitely want to use Lightning Strike once the enemies are stormed. Yeah. She doesn't have enough crit rate as it is. Let's change that. And then Boltulf the Strong. He doesn't hit very hard. And now the inn. Alright, how are you going to screw me now? Enemies are now tenacious, increasing their total maximum HP by 4%, on top of other stat increases. Right. All of this, and we haven't even reached the Gate of Silence. Encounters award personality traits. I'd like to avoid combat until we get past the boss. So let's go ahead and do that. When traveling through the Hardlands, you discover a rare mushroom known for its magical properties. It is also poisonous. Someone with a fortified stomach could grow stronger by eating it, but at what price? So whoever eats it gains... Oh. No. I just can't. Not with a boss fight coming up. You pick the rare mushroom and pocket the plant, hoping it will prove useful down the road. There was no way I was going to have someone take 50% damage. Not with a boss who can dash. It's not a teleport, though it looks like one. So we have another skill check. You find a carefully engineered locking mechanism between you and your prize. Yeah, he's got to be the one. Oh my god. Great. Great. Yeah, no, that's fine. While searching for anything useful within a large, dried lake, you encounter a group of the Walking Dead, which stare at you in silence. For a moment, they simply stare at you, still a stone. No, we don't really stand a chance of getting away, so we'll have her engaged, since she's not useful for very much. When it comes to skill checks, anyway. Don't you guys want to all move on to the same tile? Like that? These two are... Hold on. Yeah, so these two are on the same tile. I'm going to ignore this guy. This guy is not a spellcaster. Use one focus to make them a little unhealthy. I should have used it on him, and then they both would have taken damage. That's my fault. I'll leave her here. As for not Bolto, this is Hamlin. He has a lot of health, Hamlin. I like that. I like that a lot. Too bad it's not doing a goddamn thing for him. So the resident assassin doesn't have... Wish I could pass on his turn for it a little bit. Maybe move her. That's not at all what I wanted to do. I wanted the dash. Probably put him here instead, but this is where we are now. Now that she's focused. There we go. Damage for all. And now she's focused again. All I have to do is hit this guy, and then they just all take damage whenever she attacks. As long as she's focused, she can hit anyone on any tile critically and still damage everyone else, as long as they're in adjacent tiles. He's below 40%. Yep, he's below 60% health. Spin to win, baby. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, he gets nothing out of the necklace he's wearing, now that I think about it, but what can you do? I'll keep the shield, just move it around, and focus on getting him creativity high enough that he can regain destiny almost guaranteed every time he uses or ends his turn on controlled ground. For now, that's it. Hamlin has 11 stacks of frost, so he's dealing 55% less damage. Well, ain't that great. Not conflagrate. Oh, critical affliction. Nice. She's not focused, so we also can't attack diagonally. And I want to get this guy stormed. Beautiful. Absolutely delicious. Then I can move her over here, and this guy will probably follow her, and then she can just attack him. If not, that's fine too. So whose turn is it? Ah, yes, Hammy Boy. Spin to win. Right, it's the fortification only scales with the damage he does, not necessarily the number of enemies he hits. And since they just frost us for free, well, wow, that is a lot of fire damage. How much does he take per turn? Damage is 13 times 5? Or is that the number of turns? No. Prevents fortitude regen. That is actually really good to know, because fortitude regen is cancerous. So the next bit of damage he takes is 13. Oh, he's still got 5 stacks, so all I have to do is move here, and then I blow his face off. Wait, would that have done damage? No. Jeez, that's pretty good. And he also has a 40% crit rate, so it could deal even more damage. Wunderbar. This guy is not adjacent, she's not focused, so it doesn't really matter what she does. Frankly, he gets more fortitude from his ability. He dodged it. So I could teleport him to that cell, or we could just walk. wanted to just walk into the cell and attack, but we don't get to have that, you know, for reasons. Are we sure this guy is dead? Yeah, he's not on here anymore. Return. I don't know why I keep thinking about that. Right. That is not a little bit of damage. Two blood curses means he's dead on his next turn. Whose turn is it? Hers? Now see, that kind of fortitude bar, that's what I like to see on my people. But he's got nothing to do, so just stand there and focus, I guess. Oh, he can move after focusing. That's actually pretty big. Ooh, another shield. Freaking finally. But the one he has also provides armor. We're going to have to go with the shield. Oh, wow. This is so much better. Okay. We have Dominate Ground. Deal 50% damage to all enemies within this tile. And then you control ground. Maintain Composure. Consume all your burning and gain focused. And with the creativity effect, you gain 40%. My apologies, I don't know where I get the 40 from. You gain 50% fortitude and control ground. The shield also has a damage rating. Why? Well, I'm too smart to question the good stuff, so let's test this out. Brawler, Unfair Violence. Deal 300% damage to a nearby crowded enemy and then control ground. So, this requires that I bunch everyone up onto a single cell, which is never a good idea since we have a spellcaster, resident spellcaster. Also, I am loath to get rid of this. This grants him the mobility he would otherwise be denied. So how do I make use of this setup? Oh, you can put it back. Since when? I could have sworn I've tried to do that before and it stayed locked. Or was it that I put something else in that spot? Frankly, I like Hamlin being able to regain fortitude, my mistake. I like him being able to gain fortitude frequently, but since enemies keep frosting us, regaining that is a nightmare. Since it's based on the damage he deals. But if he had a shield, he wouldn't be restricted on being able to gain control of ground. Without question, we want the shield, but I don't know. don't know how to fit this into our setup. I still like murder, just thematically that is a wonderful skill name. Also having him have an extra 40% crit chance on top of his 15% means he gets 55, so it's basically a coin flip whether or not he crits. But technically it's always been a coin flip. But this one is more in his favor by 5%. I don't know where to fit the shield in. This could go. But this deals damage to all enemies in the tile. This choice is difficult. We have to take the shield though. I just had a thought. What would happen to Hamlin? What ability would he gain if we did this? Protector, Kingdom Reborn, Control Ground, and with creativity activation, transfer all of your negative status effects to enemies and your focus to an ally within this tile. I don't hate it. Maintain composure allows him to remove all of his burning guaranteed, but I don't really deal with anyone. Well, that'll be useful when it's useful. But transferring all of your negative status effects to enemies with a 40% chance. Okay, so this would give him a dash and the ability to root. And if the target's isolated, we can then murder them next turn. Also, Conflagrate has a 30% extra critical strike chance, and with this rod equipped, he can give himself another 40% for the entire fight. That's really good. And then he has a dash to get to whoever he wants to. And then inflicts its... Okay, so the only thing I could think to do was to abandon the guarding round shield, because that's really all I've got. Wait, what if when he has the shield it becomes that, right? What about if he has a martial weapon? Right. Okay, this is our choice now. The fight looms ahead. It took me about another 3-4 minutes to decide, so I stopped the timer. Before that, it took us about 5 minutes just to get... Dang it, she's low, he's low. Naturally, he's slippery. We can do this. We've done all of this before, so let's just skip it. Oh, right. We can heal before this. A much needed weapon. Organics -2. Boosts stamina. Why do we have this? Why is there one that consumes 2 organic? But they all... Oh, it heals everyone. Oh, well, yeah, we have to go with this one. You take some time to rest. Healing all of you takes some time, but you do what you can. Bracing yourself for what's to come. I'm glad we had the supplies we needed. A moment of respite before the pinnacle. Let's up camp and leave. We have a divine blessing to claim. And a murderous, cowed lunatic to face. And so, the 3 of you march ahead towards the pinnacle of preparation. How much do we have? Valuables, not much in organics. But it was a worthwhile cost. Okay, we can skip this. Oh, frick. I missed the part where we could skip the narrative. Okay. Your damage is lacking. You are lacking. I could move everyone up that way, but nope, he's about to do that. And he attacked the wrong boy. She can storm all of them and then just focus on whittling them down while giving him an extra target. I like that. We're going to do that. To move here and inflict burning on him so he doesn't gain fortitude. I keep trying to say fortified health. I miss playing Vainglory. He's not isolated, so there's no reason for us to do anything like that. We'll end the turn like that. Then we'll do something dreadful. We'll do that. Consume a destiny. Try to root this guy. He's stuck here forever. Good. Just wanted to check. Make sure I was still... Yeah, let's go with this one. And a little bit of focus. Spin to win, baby. Spin to win. Oh, he's not below. See, it now says it now shows a numerical value for his health rather than a percentage. He needs to be below 60%. And then that's apparently 131. Watch your toes. Yeah, I don't like that. He's still got the 5 stacks of burning. And as long as he's got 5, we can just use Conflagrate and make his life a nightmare. What to do, what to do. I'm trying to figure out what to do for her turn because she's pretty much dead. God dang it, I hit the wrong one. It's a 32% chance to land this stun. No dice. But we did do the damage, and that's good enough. Alright, give it to me. We know you're going after her. You think running away is going to help you? You miserable fool. I wonder... Critical affliction. He's feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. We're going to end his turn there. Move him here. Spin to win. He's not low enough for the spin. Oh. Well, we'll just do that again, won't we? Hey, buddy. He sees you over here. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're not... Oh, what? Oh, I moved, and that's the end of my turn, apparently. Unfortunate. Wow, he gained a lot of fortitude, didn't he? He's not low enough. Lower! He needs more health loss. Again. Yes, that's it. Focus the wrong person. Right person. He's the real threat here. Almost. Yeah, so he does have it. Good. Hi! I'm back. Naturally, that's it for his turn. But because he dashed, he's focused next turn. Don't really know what that does for him. I don't recall. The boss is stun immune, and at max we can apply 10 frost, reducing his power by 50%. Your spellcaster's gone, buddy. Mano y mano. Well, he's got fortitude again because Lord knows he needs extra free HP out of nowhere. He missed. He missed, ladies and gentlemen. He's no longer burned either. Let's fix that. Creativity failed. Never mind. He's stun immune, so let's not waste time with that. Okay, good. Resident Assassin gets another shot. 70% chance for Blood Curse, which would deal more damage, but we need the burning. Let's deal the Blood Curse first, shall we? It failed. Thunk. Come on, hit him. Wait, he's down to 100 HP now. He can use it. Oh, happy day, Kalukale. By the way, Blood Curse. No? Still. That's silly. You're silly. Oh, that would definitely be it. Okay. $11 to $15, and it's equivalent with that. Spin to win, baby. Oh yeah. Good, so that's where he was getting all of that fortitude from. Creativity failed. Unfortunate. This was basically a wasted turn. Because he didn't do damage, he didn't apply burn, so I need to focus on Blood Curse first. That way, while he's trying to teleport into the cell to inflict burn, he's getting some damage on the side. We need that side damage. She's a slutty mistress. So, in turn, he's probably going to go for Botulf, who is dead now. Dodgy, dodgy. Spin to win, friend. That is nice. He's got 53 extra HP. And he's down to 9. This is risky business. Oh, that is bad. Yeah, we have to keep using Whirlwind then. It's the only way we're going to stay in this long enough to actually... We might not win this. Because he's getting frost applied each time he gets hit. What is... Okay. Dang it, he did no... He's dead. We're back here again. Give me something good to eat. So, what do we get to choose? Judgment. Inflict 5 burning to a nearby enemy. Creativity. If they're blood cursed, stun them. So this needs to stay in the party. Why do we have these now? We lost these before, didn't we? The whirlwind, the whirlwind was huge, but if he had the ability to use the shield, I don't remember the name of that ability. But if he had that ability that could give him controlled ground, he would have been able to deal damage twice per turn because the boss would attack, then run out of the cell. I think the whirlwind is huge, though. So who can this even work for? It's an ancestry weapon. Wow, this is spell casting. Consume all blood curse from a nearby enemy and deal damage per blood curse consumed. So if I have Botulf 1v1 the boss, bad idea, I know. But if I have him do that and just focus on blood cursing him repeatedly, just how much damage would that do? I like the extra mobility he would get, though. Inflict frost on all enemies within this tile, and it can't be dodged. What? Our resident spellcaster not casting spells? Blasphemy. What is this? Cause a random effect and channel storm. What if Nastis? Okay, deal 80% damage to all enemies within this tile twice. Gain 15% of the damage dealt as fortitude, but you must be blood cursed. That is interesting. I can't inflict blood cursed on him. I think there was a trinket that we passed on that could inflict blood curse on you. I like War Mastery because it deals really good damage in an area. Against squishies, that's huge. This requires him to be blood cursed, though. I don't see where I can fit this. Him having this would make this weapon much better. Let's try it again. So we have all of our organics back. Let's try this again. We'll heal everyone up. I now have a better understanding of the boss's attack patterns, so I think we can win this. But what we do has to be very specific. I don't think we should actually even kill the boss's minions. Three of them are an annoyance, but 3 is a problem. I think we can do this, though. Though I'm not a fan of everyone getting to go first. Our resident tank is getting the hits he needs to use Whirlwind. Nice. Let's see more of that, please. Just to see what it does. Interesting. So he's rooted and stormed now. Interesting. Interesting. Since this guy back here... Then the other two take hits. We'll burn one. Oh dear. That is a lot of fortitude he just got, and crit rate. I'm going to leave him alone. Deal damage and then control ground. Well, a lot of stuff happened in that turn there. We need to eat through this guy's fortitude immediately. We'll end this here for now. And then you try and run, taking 11 damage with you. We need to focus on harming this guy. Is it unnecessary to use another destiny this soon? Yeah. Am I going to do it anyway? Yeah. Let's see. Six damage, and he'll take more when he tries to leave the cell. Oh my god, 40 freaking 5? He teleported out of the cell, so he didn't trigger control ground. I moved him up because this guy's being annoying. And I don't want his crit rate to be at 60%. So I'm just going to move them. I'm just going to keep them on top of him. For now. So whose turn are we looking at? Right, hers. And now he's trying to move again. Thanks for leaving the cell, genius. we still have to keep ignoring this guy. If I move Boltov to this cell, this guy's going to take one step here, then teleport to him and attack him, which he may or may not dodge. I'm not willing to bet on that. But there's nothing else we can really do about it. We already used our turn, right? Good. So when he uses this, he has a 45% chance to crit, which is fine. But for now, I'm going to move him here. Because if he does move like that, like I expect him to, he's going to end up stuck on this tile. But dang it, if he does do that, they end up needing to move 2 tiles to get to him. All of this depends on what exactly he does with his next turn. Critty critty. Move here. Slam a jam. He should be, well, he won't be low enough for a while. Yeah. Now with his fortitude. Oh, nice. That extra 15. As predicted. But now, he's missing 11 health. No walk action, right? Not sure what to do now. But if he moves into the cell, no, it's only a chance you get nope, control ground with that. So instead, we could actually have her do this, being the resident spellcaster that she is. I think we ignore him. It's dangerous for him, especially if he gets crit, but I think it's for the best. Gains plus 20% true mastery. So that, I suppose that's mastery to everything that's mastery based. Ancestry and weaponry. So I guess bonus damage to those things. That's cool. He does have focus that he can use to move here. Maybe we should. Oh, he got the focus and he still gets to move. And so you can keep focus when you move out of a cell. Or maybe not. I just wanted to provoke an attack on him. This is risky. Yeah. Figured as much. I have no idea why he's critting, much less that hard, but here we are. We've still got this in the bag, but it's going to be close. He has to move 2 cells in order to attack them here. Should have killed the guy when I had killed him when I had the opportunity. I didn't expect him to crit for 45 and 55 damage. It's fine, we can go wipe and get him back after this fight, but for now, he's going to deal damage and try to leave. That's when we do this. Okay. I don't understand. He got the fortitude first before he took the damage. Even though the damage was supposed to happen to them both at the exact same time. Yeah, that's totally not shenanigans at all. They should have both died at the exact same time. He shouldn't have gotten fortitude. He should have died right as soon as he did. But here we are, still doing the combat thing. And now eating through free health. I could have killed him. I could have ended this. I could have prevented this. And now she's dead. We're back to doing this dance again. We had this in the bag. And we're not even scratching his fortitude. Meanwhile, we're getting crit for 49 damage. And each time he takes a hit, he's dealing less damage, so we've lost. We've lost. Because he gets 7 fortitude each turn, but we can't deal enough damage to overwhelm that. Unless we focus. No. Just delaying the inevitable. Again. He's laughing because he knows he's won. He should have died. He should not have gotten the fortitude from his minion dying. He should not. He should have died instantly. I can't. So we've got another shield, absolute authority, control ground with armor piercing. Interesting. Gain focus and remove blood curse from yourself. I don't know. So with two ancestry weapons, we get Warlock, Ancestral Simulacrum. Target an enemy within range. Copy their blood curses and burning to an enemy within the tile. Creativity 15, copy to all enemies in that and adjacent tiles. It's interesting, but not useful in the slightest. So I guess when you attack via controlled ground, you penetrate their damage reduction. I still like him having Whirlwind, which makes him a better tank. So long as there's an enemy to wallop. Now that I think about it, we might have actually stood a chance in that fight against him at the very end there if we had used Whirlwind. I realized my mistake. That would have given us the extra HP we needed to possibly endure long enough to whittle down his fortitude. Frankly, none of these are really helpful to us. What if... Not particularly helpful. Let's ignore it then. Maybe I should have gone for armor instead. I'm doing this again. I like how the area itself is randomized. There wasn't a tree in the way. At least I don't think so. I don't remember it. I tend to keep reading the thing every single time. I don't know why. So let's go with the heal. Yeah, let's heal all. I'm not leaving anyone with even a speck of missing HP. We're going to need all of it. So, it looks like my theory was right, that all we need to do is kill two of the other enemies, two of the spellcasters, and we can leave one. It's a bit annoying, though. So let's go ahead and skip this again. I wish I could speed up the fights, especially on the enemy's turn. But I don't understand. I need to see what spells they're all casting. So, I'm pretty sure they're casting the same thing. This one deals more damage. So these two need to go. Creativity failed. Okay. We'll leave it. I wanted to leave this guy. He seems to be the weakest one, so let's make sure he stays that way. So now he's up to, what, 300 and 11 H. No. 316 HP. I'm going to leave him alone. Crit her for 40. Wait, can the spellcaster cast over this? Because that would be annoying too. Dang it, that's not... I didn't want him to... Yeah, so it can. Yeah, I just wanted to get rid of that. This will give him something else to consider attacking. For now, we'll do nothing. All right. Okay. Naturally. Oh, unexpected. Thanks. If I root him, that's a waste. That wastes the first turn. I need him to leave the cell so she can deal the extra damage. What I want to do is try for the extra fortitude. Good. It won't really help if he uses that sickle spell, or whatever it is. Yes, keep attacking him. He's the perfect target. Ooh, that is ugly. What? Why did she attack him twice? I am extremely confused about that one. Boss dies first. Without question. He dies first. Why didn't that happen the other time? I don't understand. Why did the boss die this time and not get fortified health or fortitude? But last time I did the exact... Did I mess up? Did I not have the ability selected and I accidentally had her attack the spellcaster with her weapon? Because they both should have died instantly if I had used that particular skill. Maybe that's what happened. I have to watch it back while I'm editing it. So, whoa. Deal damage to a nearby enemy and then gain 45% fortitude? Seriously? That's huge. And these aren't particularly great. Though they do have armor, and Hamlin would appreciate them. Oh, this is for our resident assassin. Oh, he lost creativity though. That's unfortunate. But it doesn't seem like the odds have been affected much here. He can't afflict himself with Blood Curse. Plus, having the ability to teleport, dash. Having the ability to dash. Actually, the dash is really long range too. You guys saw it can skip. It can skip 2 cells. So that's actually pretty good. Granted, it doesn't work diagonally, but that's another issue entirely. And somehow we managed to do this and keep them all alive, though she is literally 1 HP from death. I kind of like the weapons setup she has going. This is huge. I haven't used this at all, so we'll keep this. Because getting free fortitude is huge. And I'm keeping this because it can't be dodged. And it deals 90% of the weapon's damage, which is pretty good, so long as you're not frosted. It took us 3 tries, but... No, this is the 4th one. It took us 4 tries, but we have done it. We have finally beaten the current Big Bad, the most recent. There's more. Oh, there's more. With the Black Cowl defeated, you approach the Statue of Pry. Remember the Hymn of Pry, just as the priestess told us. After taking a moment to recall the hymn, you recite the hymn in front of the stone embodiment of Pry. Ever prepared, ever vigilant, for war and despair comes for those who are not ready. As the words leave you, the statue begins to glow with power. In time, pure ancestry winds swirl around you. I don't know where the extra stuff came from, but that's what we're going with now. You feel the blessing of pride solidify in your heart. I think we'll be able to get through the gates of silence. I just know it. That means the passage of silence is next. Then we'll have to face her. We'll have to face Valera. And so, our three adventurers, blessed by both Heliana and Pry, begin their journey towards the passage of silence. The only passage out of their homes. The only passage out of the Heartlands. The passage toward the true Forge Mountains, towards Yaengard. Heal all and gain a perk. When you activate your destiny, grant fortitude to yourself and allies in this tile, and grants passage through the gates of silence. Oh, that's a significant buff. We could have used that in this fight. I should have given that to Hamlin because he has the ability to restore destiny based on whether or not he finishes his turn on controlled ground. But this is where we are now, so what can you do? Frankly, the tactic only worked because the boss wanted to move in and out of the cell repeatedly, and somehow at one point he ended up taking 2 hits, even though he only had the ability to move once. And I don't think it's because he attacked her, though it's possible. Next, the passage of silence. The only way to the gates of silence, where you'll have to face the barrenness of blood. No loot, no equipment. Screw me, I guess. But the blessing of Pry is pretty good in itself. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to... We lost 2 of these. We were up to 5 and we died twice, so it removed 2 of them. I'm frankly thankful that they have that mechanic in the game, because getting your dick frosted off at each time the enemy looks at you funny, that stops fun from happening. I can't hate that. I can't like that. Can't enjoy that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this episode ran a little bit longer than I had intended. I have no idea how long exactly, because I haven't been keeping track of the time. The last time, the time showing up on the timer I have here is 52 minutes and 13 seconds. That's when I last stopped it, back when I was deciding on what weapon to swap in. I think what to do with the shield that we now have Anastas equipped with. Frankly, we don't need Hamlin to actually have Whirlwind. With this, he gains fortitude for free. So if he has the shield, the resident spellcaster can go back to being the resident spellcaster. But even in that case, she's going to end up with a mastery weapon or martial weapon. That's going to change this to this. So I think we'll keep it as it is, because it grants him the ability to deal AoE damage, and he could potentially. This also requires that he be below 60% HP, while this does not, which is pretty big. This one grants bonus creativity. Should we swap this with the one Hamlin's wearing? Let's try it at the very least. Frankly, he doesn't have anything that requires creativity in the first place. So would this be better on Boltov, who needs creativity more than anyone? Okay, we'll try out this setup for now. If we get our booties blasted, well, that's just the way of things, isn't it? So, that brings us to the end of yet another video of Yaengard. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves at everything you've seen here. That boss fight, that was rough. A boss that gained fortitude from the deaths of his minions. And we came so close. We were literally one hit away last time. We were literally one hit away from ending our agony. Regardless, we will be back tomorrow. And all of the other days this week, including Saturday and Sunday, with more Yaengard, because I like how difficult it is. I just don't like when the difficulty is unfair. Like being frosted for free, and frost not dealing damage per se, but screwing you in that it reduces your damage all the way up to 75%. Not a fan, I have to say. Nevertheless, I'm going to end the video here. It's gone on long enough. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.
You see